WGPR Detroit HD2.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit.
FM 88.1 WHPR, Highland Park.
WVIE 107.3 FM Charlotte, Amalia, Virgin Islands.
The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of WHPS, its affiliates, management, or sponsors.
Total Home Improvement Company presents the Spring Blowout Special of the season. Remodel your kitchen, bathroom, basement, plus flooring specials for every room. Call 313-728-2025 for your free in-home estimate today. Mention this commercial and get 10% off your project. Call 313-728-2025. Remodel your home today. Total Home Improvement, the company you call for your home improvement needs.
You're watching United Gospel Explosion. United Gospel Explosion TV.
See, I'm a gangster with God and I'm spreading the word. Truth be told, that's right, truth be heard. No matter what your gift is, it's made to see. So give it up for victory. Gospel Explosion TV. Gospel Explosion TV. Gospel Explosion.
Testing, 1, 2, Detroit, testing just for you. Listen, you know what I say when I come in here, there's no place like home. Some of you guys have followed some of our recent exploits, the traveling, some of our successes recently in the film industry, the Nail Shop movie and some of the movies we're part of now. Very proud of that, just in the sense that it's inclusive and it's inviting other people to be a part of us, other races, other places. But I always say in my heart of hearts, there's no place like home. And I'm especially pushing that envelope today. I'm going to give thanks to all the different participants from California, Chicago, Atlanta, Asia, to Vietnam, Saigon, Singapore, these people that's really supporting us and making it happen. But I'm going to tell you, I never forget where I come from. You know, that puts me in mind of my guest today. I get excited whenever he comes on. I know he'll be like, leave me alone, Torrance, not this month. But I keep looking, and I bring in my friend, my partner, my coach, and my mentor, Mr. Herb Strather. Herb, my man.
Okay, Torrance, how you doing, my man?
Man, it's always great. Things are going well, and I often tell people when I travel and they see some of the things we do, if it's ever a subject of real estate that comes up, I'll tell them about a man named Herb Strather. Mm-hmm. And you know, guys, this is personal to me because in '08 I took a big loss. You know, some of you know I invested pretty heavily in real estate, sweat equity.
I think most people took a substantial loss that was in Detroit. We call it being baptized.
I got baptized. Yes. But the funny thing was, Herb, I came to Herb's class, just letting you know this, and I'm going to turn him loose, but I came to Herb's class, I was down, I lost about $500,000 in real estate, and that was the most I could accumulate in my lifetime, and I was like, man, that was my nest egg. I'm early 40, I'm ready to retire, and this happens, and Herb laughed at me, and he said, you know what? I lost $20 million. I'm about to get it back. And when he told me that, man, my little money seemed so small that it inspired me to get in there and keep going and trying. So, Herb, you've been the king of real estate. And I have to say this, that I have attended rich man, poor man classes. I've attended different real estate seminars. 4 or 5 times the money that you've charged. It made your money seem like peanuts you were charging. But with this, you had a coach along the way at Herb Strather. And I got to do this commercial for him because it's real in our life. He took us, so many of us, by the hand from Detroit and opened up the door of opportunities. And it wasn't just like you were left there like in Rich Man, Poor Man. Herb actually took you step by step and built teams. It was a really exciting process. Herb, this is your legacy. This is some of your legacy.
Well, absolutely. Let me get a couple of things straight.
Yeah.
I accumulated $70 million. And during the Great Depression, I refused to default, and I continued my philanthropic efforts, 3,500 scholarships,
Right.
funding
Absolutely.
Woodbridge Estates, the city's obligations, $1.4 million. When all the smoke cleared, I lost $90 million.
Wow.
And I was $20 million under.
Wow.
It
That's
wasn't
what
that
it was.
I lost. I was 20 million. But you know what? I didn't care because I'd been to the movie before.
Right.
God
You
is
saw the
really,
show. Oh, my God.
God has really blessed me because in 1980, when I just got started, I had $25 million worth of real estate, and I had borrowed $2 million from First Independence Bank and a couple other places.
Yes.
And then interest rates went to 20%.
Right.
They went from 8% to 20%, and I had $2 million out. So I said, "Oh my God!"
Right.
So I had to reposition myself, and I did. I pushed the real estate aside, and then I jumped into really just putting deals together.
Right.
And I did. I was fortunate enough to close the largest deals around. Hunters Ridge on 14 and Orchard Lake Road.
Yes.
And I sold a $265 million package that
My goodness.
Ross School of Business at
Ross
Ann Arbor.
School of Business,
the
I remember.
related companies.
Sure.
So this experience taught me, after I was 20 million under, I said, wait a minute, I'm going to create Strather Academy.
Yes.
I've been here, and I'm going to show people how to get their money back.
I love it. And
So-
I was one of them, so I know her.
So I can tell you, I'm no longer 20 million under.
For sure, for sure. Oh, wow, wow. And Herb, you've done some great things in the community to a lot of people, and I'm just touching on this a little bit. A lot of people don't know about the Optimist Club, which is a huge, I would say, confidence builder. I would say, speech strengthener. It's a platform that teaches people actually how to communicate.
Well, Optimist Club saved my life. Because when I was growing up, I had bumps all over my face. I stuttered. I was in speech therapy. But I want to tell the audience this and everybody this. One of the greatest things of all is your problems become your presence. My problem brought me the presidency of Western High School because since I couldn't talk,
Wow.
I had to go to speech therapy.
Right.
I had to go to speech therapy.
Okay.
And as a result of that, after 3 or 4 years, I won the oratorical contest. Well, here this guy stuttered so bad, but in front of the audience, I didn't stutter when I was in front of a bunch of people.
Amazing.
It brought me the presidency.
Yes.
Now, and I'm saying this for people, maybe some of you have lost your house. You're sitting back, you're in trouble. What most people don't know is that when you lose your house, you can buy it back for pennies on the dollar. Now,
That's
this
powerful,
is not
Herb.
something that you're going to go out and tell everybody to go lose their house. You understand?
Right,
I'm not
right.
suggesting that. But God is good. I
God
am
is
suggesting
excellent,
that.
supreme.
And when you're at the depth of your problem, it is the greatest blessing in your life.
Mm.
And it's an amazing thing. Just look up. Just look up.
I got to say this because Herb speaks fast sometimes. His mind works fast. I know this man. He'll put a deal together out of air, but when he presents it, it's worth millions. But what he said was, if you're in trouble right now, and I'm talking to Detroiters, our local market right now, but we're also speaking to, he told me to get my big mic off the microphone, but we're speaking to people in our community, our surrounding community. But if you're losing your house,
If you're losing your house, we want you to, first of all, go to MISTA. And there's a whole list of people that can help you simply, and you could get fully funded. Fully funded. Now, if you're a homeowner. If you are a homeowner, you could get your home redeemed and you could get the money free. And if you run into a problem and unable to do it, remember Strather Academy. My phone number is 313
absolutely.
444-9691. 444-9691. We'll help you.
And you guys, I know sometimes you may not have been ready for that number, but I think this number is so important to you, especially not only if you're losing your house. Let's say if you're interested in gaining wealth and learning about the real estate industry.
Yes.
Say that number one more time for me.
The phone number is 313-444-9691. Now, I like to say this. What is the ingredients that make people successful? It's all about a burning desire. You just got to have a burning desire. Do you desire something so much that you would cry about it? You understand what I mean?
Yes,
Is there
I
anything
get that.
you will die for?
Yes.
I mean, anything. There's things in life I will die for. I will die for my kids. I will also die for the future of the kids in Detroit. I will die. If somebody said, Herb, if you die today, these kids are going to have a great life, I would say, Lord, take me.
Wow.
If I could resolve the issues that we have and make life better, because look, after all, I'm on the way out here anyway. I've already been here 7 scores. You understand what I mean?
Can't tell her.
So
But I get it though.
But
wow.
but you know
the passion.
But
it's the passion.
Right. So when I was little, I was physically put outdoors. And if you ever get put outdoors, hopefully nobody ever. But you know what? You get all the neighbors
standing around here.
They'll be talking to each other. You'd be wondering, I wonder what they talking about over there.
Wow.
And they just be talking, and it's about, and they all out in front of, and the 2 neighbors, they're joined together, you know. That gave me such a burning desire that I never wanted to be poor.
Wow.
That's what propelled me to wealth. It's a burning desire. And if any of you have a burning desire, I'd like for you to join Strather Academy. And if you don't have a burning desire, don't. I don't want you to join.
No.
I mean, it doesn't
do the
make
work.
sense.
Do the work. When you come to Strather's Academy, and I would say I'm an average student. You know, I may have got an A or B or 2, but I wasn't the smartest kid, and I didn't have the dunce hat on or the genius hat. Just an average person. But to be able to come in and work with someone on the level that Herb works with you and the teams he built to work with you, oh my God, you're going to see some success measures. Like I say, I'm not saying my income right now or where I came from, but I tell you what, when I left Herb, I was 2 or 3 times in better shape than I was
we did
when
quite
I
a
met
few
him.
deals, I remember.
I'm going to do some more deals.
Well, we are, and I'm going to invite you, and I would like to invite your audience.
Okay.
You know, I like a Pacific audience. Let's get that straight.
Okay.
You understand what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
And
you know I
what
understand.
I would like is on Tuesday at 6 o'clock on Zoom. Tuesday, 6 o'clock on Zoom. I'm inviting your whole audience free.
Oh, wow.
They could come my class 6 o'clock on every Tuesday, 6 o'clock Tuesday. Go to Strather Academy, and there's a link.
Okay.
And there's one other thing that's very important is on the 18th of this month, we're having a Black Wealth Seminar with Claude Anderson. Do you know Dr. Claude Anderson?
He's running for
Well, Dr. Claude Anderson is a prominent figure. He wrote Powernomics. He was the labor secretary under Jimmy Carter's administration, and many of us know about him. He's from Detroit. He's a national figure, and he's a powerful guy. And the Black Business School is sponsoring this, and we're going to have a convocation with him, myself, and some of the other prominent black people, and we want to empower our community.
Okay. So say that again. Where we're going to meet at on the 18th? I say we. You know, you got to use these words choicely.
What I would love for all of you to do is just to call and leave us your name and email. Just call that number 313-444-9691, and we'll send you a link to join us. And we're going to send you a link to start creating wealth. Now, I tell you what I'm going to do, and I haven't done this before, but everybody that calls today, you're entitled to a free book. You can just drop by my office and get it. It's called Getting Rich is Easy.
Getting Rich is Easy. Great book.
And it's a free book, and
Great
I give
book.
it to everybody
Oh, my goodness.
that is motivated.
Yes.
Now, if you got a son or a nephew, you get him out to bed. I mean, if he's motivated and want to do it, you tell him to come to his Uncle Herb.
Right. So that's excellent. So listen, you're getting a free book out the deal. This is amazing because I know we bought that book back in the day. It wasn't the cheapest book either. But Herb, thanks for your generosity. I'm going to say this. You can't do Herb Strather in one show. So I would say when you're in our community and when you have a minute, you know you can always call on towards and we'll move things around and we'll put it in here. But before you leave, I want you to know that there's a political climate that's been very volatile in our community. It's so important that we have a lot of choices before us, choices for mayor, choices for council. Detroit is a dynamic that's changing, and politics go with the money. You know, you have to have your team set up to be able to get in certain doors. What's your climate right now in politics? Who are we looking forward to in your world?
Well, let me say this. As you may well know, I was on Mayor Duggan's executive committee. I called him up, asked him to run for mayor. He said, okay. I gave him an office on Grand River and Greenfield.
I remember, yes,
and
absolutely.
that was his office. I went around to all the churches, begging everybody to vote for Duggan. Now, I'm not going to apologize for that because he is a great municipal manager as far as, managing money and things
Bringing
like
money
that.
into this. Yes.
But we need more than a physical municipal manager.
Okay.
Some of the things that Duggan has done, I cannot in good conscience vote for him, and I would tell everybody, although I did not make a mistake in my opinion because he got us back on track. I'm with Anthony Adams now because I think Anthony can keep it on track. But here's the question for Detroiters. Who are you going to vote for? I'm voting for the future of our kids. I'm voting for 2030. Let me tell you a couple of things that is a fact. Duggan promoted neighborhood growth. Yes. Neighborhoods, right? But I did not understand that those neighborhoods he were talking about was specifically, if you will, white neighborhoods. So they did a disproportionate allocation of our resources into strictly white neighborhoods in a way just like right in your face. For an example, Grand River and Greenfield, from Southfield to Greenfield, they stopped in the middle of Ashbury Park.
Right.
That's because Grandmont stopped. Now I hollered and screamed, and I understand that they may have now modified that. But for the last 4 years, they stopped in the middle of Ashbury Park. So there's an election. So you're going to kind of fix that a little bit. Let me tell you this. Dan Gilbert took 8 of the 10 Opportunity Zone funds and put them downtown.
Oh, my goodness.
Can you imagine
I can't imagine
zones
that.
to develop the low-income neighborhoods, not wealthy neighborhoods? He took it and put it downtown. And worse, there's two very bad reasons. People who make less than $17,000 a year do not have to pay property taxes. It's a federal law, not in Detroit, period. And if you could go make up to $44,000 with 8 kids, just go and check it out. So a mother that has 3 children making $25,000, she doesn't pay property taxes.
And people are losing their homes to taxes, so this is paramount.
16,000 foreclosures on people who did not pay property tax. And who do you think the property went to?
Right. So this is it.
That's $300 million he took. Now let me tell you something. The Supreme Court held a few months ago under Raphael versus Oakland County that when you take somebody's property, you go resell that property for a profit, you have got to reimburse them.
Right.
So now the matter is in appeals court whether or not that reimbursement is going to be proactive and go all the way back. But since Duggan has been in, we've lost hundreds of millions.
Yes, sure.
Now we got $800 million right now from the American Rescue Plan. Is some of that money going to go to restore our lost equity that's been taken from us, or is it going to build bike lanes?
Oh, my God. Herb,
So,
I love it. I love
Duggan.
this.
He was my main man. But, Mr. Duggan, you're not now. You're robbing our community, and you know it. And you know Dan Gilbert is your relative.
Oh, my goodness.
One man by 100 buildings downtown, financed by public money. And you got to go vote for him? That's all I have to say.
Well, Herb, I always get out the way when Herb gets like this because this is information, and I don't care how you take it, if it's in a soft voice or the passionate Herb that you see. He's saying this because he's serious, and this was our class. This is the kind of class we're in, and he'll die for it. So just remember, you guys, get out and vote. Go to Strata Academy. Give the number one more time, Herb, because they may have lost it in the passion.
I'm inviting all of y'all to Strather Academy. I'd like you to call 313-444-9691. Leave us your name and number and your email. And then on Tuesday at 6 o'clock, just go to stratheracademy.com and push the Zoom button, and you're my guest free. And you'll get a free book, too. How's that?
Absolutely love it, Herb. Listen, it's always a treat. I got some other guests I got to get on, but we love Herb Stratton. You guys know why he'll forever be my coach. If it's $1 or $1 billion, this is the coach to me. You guys stay tuned. We're coming right back. We have Nim Bailey and Shelly Kay coming up next, and I have a young man, Jabril, in that did his. He's doing the play, The Wiz. Actually redid the play. Really? 15 years old, I do believe. So it's a lot going on right now. Listen, you guys stay tuned. You watch United Gospel Explosion TV.
You're watching United Gospel Explosion. United Gospel Explosion TV.
Total Home Improvement Company presents the Spring Blowout Special of the Season. Remodel your kitchen, bathroom, basement, plus flooring specials for every room. Call 313-728-2025 for your free in-home estimate today. Mention this commercial and get 10% off your project. Call 313-728-2025. Remodel your home today. Total Home Improvement, the company you call for your home improvement needs.
Hi, this is LaWanda,
This is R.J. Watkins.
coming to you to bring you some information about the #1 detox in the nation, Lemon Burn. Lemon Burn helps to turn the fat into fit. It's for you, a happier, healthier you, because you know healthy is the new beautiful. An all-natural way to improve your health. It promotes a healthy digestive system, attacks and reduces belly fat, as well as gives you energy. Need to get yours today. Call 313-868-6612.
Don't forget to exercise and eat right.
Watch WHPR and TV 33 when you want, where you want, how you want. WHPR is now in your pocket. Download our free app by going to the App Store or Google Play and enter WHPR TV in the search engine. And there we are. You can download WHPR TV or radio. You heard about it. Now come be a part of it. Roku, Detroit, worldwide. Approximately 8 million viewers. We at Watkins Broadcasting care about the health and safety of our viewers and listeners. During this novel coronavirus pandemic, please protect yourself and others. Wash your hands well and often. Avoid touching your face. Cough and sneeze into your sleeve. Practice social distancing. Stay at least 6 feet away from others when in public and only leave the house when it's essential. Stay safe. You are important to us.
You're watching United Gospel Explosion. United Gospel Explosion. TV!
See, I'm a gangster with God and I'm spreading the word. Truth be told, that's right, truth be heard. No matter what your gift is, it's made to see. So give it up for victory. Gospel Explosion, TV. Gospel Explosion, TV.
Man, the Gospel Explosion TV. I was just telling my guests today, this is the best song rapper I ever wrote, and it's holding its weight. That's our Hatari Jumbi on there. United Gospel Explosion TV, the good news show. And we're about this good news. Today we are planting seeds of faith, faith of a mustard seed. And I'm asking you, where are your seeds? If you got them, plant them, because you'd be surprised what they grow into. And that reminds me of my guest today. To my right and your left, I have the fabulous Nian Bailey. She's cute. She's just a little seed. Look at her. She do that talk. Nian is a dynamo. She kills me. She's a dynamo. That little bitty voice, but she's, watch out, y'all. And to my left and your right, I got Shelly K. Oh my God.
Hello, hello.
And Shelly go back now. We got some history, man.
Yes, yes.
Oh my God.
I know.
Some decades.
Y'all some old people. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, no, you just look young, Nian. Don't start nothing. I'm going to tell the truth. No, listen. What a blessing to have both of y'all, Nian. What's happening?
Hey, Jay. It's nice to sit next to you today.
Feels good, you know, a little bit like old time.
I'm here with power, you guys. I'm here sitting with power.
Hey.
So, yes, blessed.
You know, if you guys watched the first half of our show, I just referred to that it's one big circle. And, you know, this is a good news show, Nian. You know that.
Yes.
Why would we have one of the biggest real estate investors ever from Detroit, probably one of the biggest in the country, come in, and then we have some of the biggest entertainers, I would say, behind the scenes, unsung heroes. Me and Shelly go back to way before the Princess Cruise was doing their things. And before that, but I remember seeing her on the Princess Cruise. I'm going to talk about this show they're giving, an EAMT radio show. They're having a festival. Yeah. This is Nian and Shelly K putting this together, correct?
Correct, correct.
And let's get that right out the way because I know our time is limited. Then tell me a little bit about it. I'm gonna have Shelly follow up with it.
Okay. Well, the EAMT radio show presents Women Behind the Mic was birthed from myself and Shelly Kay. We thought that the women behind the mic, we should honor them, give them their flowers while they're alive. Not just the artists, but the women that's in radio and also in TV as well, as far as news anchors and also DJs. So both of us, we are bloodlines from Motown. Her father was a producer, engineer at Motown, and my grandfather was a producer as well back in his day. And God rest both of their souls. So we have it in our DNA. So we felt like this is something that we should do to recognize women behind the mic.
Beautiful. And Shelly, I know that both of you have gravitated to the Motown sound as well as Motown Company affiliates. How important is it to not just recognize the women behind the mic, because I'm 100% with that, but to foster programs like this that keeps the sound, the enriched sound of Motown going? In Detroit, around the country, it's like this is the flagpole for a lot of the songs I hear when I travel the country.
I mean, everything you just said, people looked a lot of times to Motown in order to continually set the precedence of music. And what better, we got to do within our own camp.
Right.
So, so we have to be able to be the ones to follow it with our kids, our grandkids, and future generations, that they're looking to us to continually preserve and educate music as well as the Motown sound.
Now, talk to me about a good time, ladies. I'm gonna take you both at a time. And I know, Nen, we've been at events that you've been a part of. When Nen will come out, and she already looks nice, but she'll come out like Superwoman. I would like to say the Black Wonder Woman or something. And she'll come and do her thing. I know we did so many powerful shows at Burt's and different places in the community. What kind of good time could they expect if they come this night? Which is? The night is September 11th.
That's tomorrow, actually.
Okay, let's get it.
So what can they expect? They can expect women that you probably have seen on TV and radio, and you just have not gotten a chance to be up and close and personal with these women. So we're going to have them there. We have music, we have guests, we have artists, we have Jesse Peck of the Spinners that's going to host this awesome event for us, the EAMT family, this board of directors, Dwayne Parham and everyone else, that you will get to meet our board of directors as well as all of our radio personalities that's involved with EAMT Radio. So you will see in a broad what our radio station is all about. We have a lot of things for the children, jumpy houses, and we're bridging the gap with Inkster and Detroit, to come together as one. I'm also a part of the Rhythm and Blues Hall of Fame, so we will be building the museum there in Inkster. So we want to bridge the gap along with Detroit. And so you're going to see a lot of Motown legends there. Shelly Kay as well will be performing her music. Some surprises, me opening up my grandfather's record company up under his name. I will be announcing that, and a couple artists that will be under the label. And I just like to say I got inducted into the Motown Alumni Association. That's the pin you see here this year, just taking the torch from my grandfather, because he was one of the inductees when the Motown Alumni Association was birthed. So thanks to Billy Wilson, that I will continue to carry the legacy of my grandfather. And so it's going to be a lot of fun, right, Shelly?
Oh, without a doubt.
I was going to speak on that when and whenever they mention Motown alumni, me and Billy Wilson go back a ways. Well, Billy is a great mentor out there, and I know he worked with Strata that just left for quite a while too. So
they're our sponsors, actually.
Click, 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 ching, ching, ching. But listen, Shelly, besides all of this, you're going to perform. We get to see you do your thing.
Actually, I've had music out that through the years. It's you guys can find out. That's another show. Yes. But it's my son, who's actually my manager engineer for the Jazz Keeper show. He's who I'm working with on new music with, because he's also a pianist. He self-taught himself from YouTube. Okay. And that's one of the things that even once again motivating me, because it's the future generation. He's 21. And he
What's
taught
his name?
himself.
Can we get his name?
Justin Williams. Sorry,
don't get him in trouble. I won't start nothing. But Justin,
what's
that out there? Now you're famous, Justin. Now you're moving, baby. Yep. You
Justin
need guards
Williams.
when you go down the street now.
And when you watch my show, he's the one doing all the engineering behind the scenes.
Oh, that's
and
beautiful.
he taught himself to do it.
Oh, what a blessing.
But once again, it's about motivating our youth, and that's what we're about.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's a passion inside all of us, I'm. This show is based upon seeds of faith, and if you have a seed out there, you don't have to necessarily go to a college to fulfill your destiny. And I'm not knocking college. I went to a college, but just to have that seed in the passion.
That's right.
To plant that seed in the ground and begin to work with it. That our next guest, Jarrell, is a young man that's worked with El Noor African Dance. I'm just saying that now, just because he's a young man. I think he's 15 or so, and he's doing his first play. Redirecting the wheels in his own way. So plant these seeds and keep going. I just want to thank my guests right now for coming out. I called my super team. Me and them ran into some others. She called me. However we got back together, we never really departed. But, you know, people go their ways and they grow. So many beautiful people have come off of this show.
Yes.
And I'm not tooting my horn or anything, but they're doing great things. I think then remember Rocky?
Yeah.
Rocky is now on the pro team doing announcing.
All right.
Isaac just got another deal in Hollywood and doing different things.
Yes.
Yep. He's going to be in our next movie, too. They're considering that. And just El Noor. So many people are built up off of what you do today. So I'm saying plant your seed today. Walk in your light today. You guys get out and support these events. Support Strata Academy. Get with EAMT Radio and their different projects, but really tomorrow, give them the Kelly Road. Give them the Kelly Road.
Tomorrow, okay, if you're a Denby High School alumni, Skinner Park is right behind Denby High School. So we want all alumni to come out. It's a family affair. Come out and help us, give our accolades and the flowers and the roses to the women. I want to say hats off to Renee stepping out on faith, because she is also getting nominated tomorrow for the Women Behind the Mic of all her work that she does here at your station here. And Coco, we're honoring Coco. We're honoring Angie Starr, Carolyn Clifford. It's a lot of different DJs. Martha Reeves is getting a Legend Award.
Oh my God.
So
Yeah, Rosetta Hines. She said Rosetta Hines.
Yes. Randy Miles. So the list goes on and on. Like I said, if you heard their voice behind the mic or you've seen them on TV, just come out so you can, get to meet them up close and personal and just have a good time with your family. EAMT is a radio station where your mama and them can listen to. So it's a family affair. Yes, we don't have to turn the radio down if you're at school, at work, in your vehicle. We have no excuses. I mean, we're not embarrassed of our station, so we like for it to be played for your family. EAMT radio is, you can hear us if you have a Android or a Apple phone. I'm sure James got an Apple phone over here. Expect a gadget, but and also Alexa. You can catch us on Alexa as well. Alexa, EAMTradio.com.
Let me tell you, I feel so bad because I was about to say we're honoring United Gospel Explosion TV and James Torrance in this show on here, but I forgot this is a woman's show.
Oh, but see, don't fret that. Maybe next year when we get to it. It's going to be different varieties of things that we will be honoring, but this is the first.
But no, this is great because I just want to say that it's a shout out for this TV station, and we also have a radio program here that so many shows have sprung off of here. That I don't only see here, but I see when I travel through the country. But it's so good to see Detroit on the move.
Yes.
And I'm asking you to support these ladies as well. And then it's always a treat to see you out moving, doing your thing.
Thank you.
I know you went through many challenges, but she's staying right there. She stands in the gap. And a lot of people don't know that men is a bona fide minister as well, as myself. Yeah. And I don't know about Shelly Kay, but,
Shelly Kay is a minister.
And she's a
music
minister.
Music. That's right. That's right.
So I'm just saying, it doesn't put you on a higher ground, but I'm just saying, put God first, grab your seeds, and everything else just going to fall in place.
And can we just say shouts out to our sponsors? We have to. Without them, there's no us. Herb Stratter's Academy, you just heard from him previously earlier. The Motown Alumni Association, EAMT, Educational Arts Society, Shelly K with Jazz Keeper and myself, the Nan Bailey Show. So we worked hard for this event. So please come out and see our baby that be birthed, that particular day, because we're working hard each and every day. Also, I want to let you know, if you haven't gotten a vaccination, I work for the Detroit Health Department. We will have a mobile unit coming doing vaccinations. Good. And Wayne Metro will coming out doing HIV testing, COVID testing, all your lipid panel testing, like your blood sugar, cholesterol, all of the above. So just come out. If you haven't had a chance to go to doctors, this is all offered to you for free, based on my connections, and that's what they do anyway on a daily basis. This is all about your health and your wellness, and I believe in everybody's health. We all went through pandemics, so we want to just keep you healthy.
Well, see, I'm going to end up with this. I'm saying September 11th, 12800 Kelly Road. September 11th, tomorrow, 12800 Kelly Road. That's behind
Denby High School.
Denby High School.
And it's 12 to 8.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
12 to 8.
12 to 8
12
p.m.
to 8
Don't come at 9. You're going to be late.
Don't come at
you
9.
You guys get there from 12 to 8. And hopefully you can come out and support Women Behind the Mic. You guys stay tuned. And I want to, first of all, thank my guests again for coming out. We have some fabulous guests for you today.
Thanks for having me.
And listen, things are great. And they're going to stay in contact and kind of let us know how their needle is moving, what they're doing next. Right?
Okay. Without a doubt.
Okay. So give them your contact again. Just
You can find me on Shelly K. Lewis on Facebook. You can also hear me on mixcloud.com/live Shelly K. You can also hear me on LinkedIn. You can also find me there. And if you want to send your music in to Jazz Keepers, send it to jazzkeepers@gmail.com, MP3 form. And I don't charge. I'm about trying to promote you. So come on and send your music in. It has to be clean.
Love it. Nen, how can they get you out there? Nen Bailey Show, Nen Star.
All right. Okay, Instagram, that's Sparkle _ he always do this to me.
I love it.
Sparkle _star Nen on Instagram. Nen Bailey on Facebook, also the Nen Bailey Show on Facebook. You can catch me on EAMT every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. That's EAMTradio.com. EAMT, y'all, that's the place to be.
You guys stay tuned and watch our social medias, because all our social medias should be carrying this show on. Hope you guys share it and put it out there the way it should be. Some great information we had today. You guys stay tuned. You're watching United Gospel Explosion TV.
Bye-bye.
You're watching United Gospel Explosion. United Gospel Explosion TV.
Total Home Improvement Company presents the Spring Blowout Special of the Season. Remodel your kitchen, bathroom, basement, plus flooring specials for every room. Call 313-728-2025 for your free in-home estimate today. Mention this commercial and get 10% off your project. Call 313-728-2025. Remodel your home today. Total Home Improvement, the company you call for your home improvement needs.
Hi, this is LaWanda.
This is R.J. Watkins.
Coming to you to bring you some information about the #1 detox in the nation, Lemon Burn. Lemon Burn helps to turn the fat into fit. It's for you, a happier, healthier you. Because healthy is the new beautiful. An all-natural way to improve your health. It promotes a healthy digestive system, attacks and reduces belly fat, as well as gives you energy. Need to get yours today. Call 313-868-6612.
Don't forget to exercise and eat right.
Watch WHPR and TV 33 when you want, where you want, how you want. WHPR is now in your pocket. Download our free app by going to the App Store or Google Play and enter WHPR TV in the search engine. And there we are. You can download WHPR TV or radio. You heard about it. Now come be a part of it. Roku Detroit Worldwide. Approximately 8 million viewers. We at Watkins Broadcasting care about the health and safety of our viewers and listeners. During this novel coronavirus pandemic, please protect yourself and others. Wash your hands well and often. Avoid touching your face. Cough and sneeze into your sleeve. Practice social distancing. Stay at least 6 feet away from others when in public and only leave the house when it's essential. Stay safe. You are important to us.
You're watching United Gospel explosion, united. Gospel explosion. TV!
See, I'm a gangster with God and I'm spreading the word. Truth be told, that's right, truth be heard. No matter what your gift is, it's made to see. So give it up for victory. Gospel explosion, TV. Gospel explosion, TV. Gospel explosion.
Hey, welcome back to United Gospel Explosion TV. Wow, it's been a blast. Who used to say that? It's been a stone blast, honey. Don Cornelius. You bet your last money it's been a stone gas. But listen, we've had a ball in here from our first guest, Herb Strader, to Nen Bailey and Shelly Kay doing things, women on the mic. But you know, I have a special place in my heart for the young people that's doing things. And I would say so does one of my guests, as well as a guest itself representing the youth. They're sliding me papers here. You better say it. Just before I get into that, I have a special announcement. The excellent listening audience to tune in this Sunday, which is the 12th. Lots going on. Tomorrow is going to be the 11th, which is a play is going on, as well as a women on the mic. But the 12th, tune in. It's a spiritual discussion going on about where you at, proclaiming innocence for certain people in prison with attorney Craig Daly, I'll say. And you see that on WHPR.com. Be continued with that. Call-ins will be welcome, and they'll give you more information on that as we go. But I want to get to this guest right now. My time is limited with him. I don't want to waste another moment. So as I'm opening up to young Jarrell, who's also here with one of his mentors and co-coach. Look at her. Hey, Mama Ai from El Noor African Dance Troupe, who has also groomed so many young people. I think we kind of partners in crime along the way. Right, Mama?
I would say so.
I don't know how many people, young people, Mama's put out here and kept it going. But that's a blessing.
Yes,
I believe in giving people their flowers while it's up. But she was in the background, Jarrell, told me, I ain't coming up. I'm good.
Sure was.
Just show the young people. Just show the young people. She always says that. But I think he's directing you to come forward, Jarrell. Henry Tyler's giving us the hand signals, like at the airport. Get over here, put it right there. You better listen to him too, y'all. I'll get beat up later. But I'm just saying things have happened that have allowed us to be able to stand here today with young people like you. And some of the behind-the-scene players like El Noor. And, Mama, if you look over there like you at a funeral one more time, I swear I'm going to throw you on the table. We're going to wrestle all the rest of the show.
You're right. El
Noor
is in the house. We produce giants. We produce giants.
Producing giants, and they out there doing their thing.
Yes.
And, to be a giant, you don't necessarily have to be the biggest success story in the world, like name up in lights on Broadway. That's not what makes you a giant. Correct. What makes you a giant is being able to follow instructions, to being able to get in the program from the beginning to end. That makes you a giant at work too. It's not so much that you become the president, but you become a real citizen that's doing things. Now everybody's going to be the president. Just one person out the United States is going to be the president. That may be your aspiration. What if you can be the best citizen you can be? What if you can be the best entertainer you can be? What if you can take every little piece of talent you got and put it to work? And that's where I find myself. I'd be like, this ain't even for the money because I ain't got nothing. But we doing our thing. And that's what you find when you go into this world of entertainment, Jarrell, that you're touching on. It's not always about the money, you know what I mean? So tell us a little bit about your project. And this is going out tomorrow, you guys. So
yes, tomorrow.
And where tell us what it is first. I know it's the Wiz, but tell us exactly what you're doing.
So I don't want to give too much away because I want you guys to come and see it and enjoy it. But for those of you who don't know what the Wiz is really about, it's basically The Wizard of Oz, but we put a little bit of, Motown twist, put a little bit sprinkle of Detroit in there. But it's about this young girl named Dorothy, and she gets whisked away from her home by a tornado and lands in the beautiful land of Oz. And she meets along the way a Tin Man, Scarecrow, and someone who's very near and dear to my heart, the Lion, who is being played by yours truly.
Wow. Okay.
But along the way, they're looking for courage, knowledge, and heart. So they end up seeing the Wiz and get tasked with the Wiz is being played by
yours
the beautiful
truly,
Mama Ai.
So go, Mama.
And they get tasked to kill the Wicked Witch of the West, and we're gonna figure out how they do that along the way.
You gave just enough, Jarrell. You're good, man.
Thank
and
you.
Listen, I love that because the Wiz is such a super play. It's been done from everyone you can think of from Broadway, including Michael Jackson and Diana Ross.
Yes.
So you're picking a big one to play with. And so they're going to get a little Jarrell twist to the Wiz.
Yes, absolutely.
I like that. I
Right.
really
And of
like
course,
that.
Al Noor is coming in with
Yes,
our
Al
fancy
Noor.
steps. We got
Oh, I already
some
know.
things.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know how Al Noor brings it.
I know you guys bring it. You got so this was your creation. How did you come up with the idea to do this play?
Well, it was actually my dad and I. We talk a lot. Who is right there? We can't see him, but my dad and
in
I.
the background, filming this thing.
Shout out to my
Peace.
father. So we were just bouncing ideas off of each other because he was in a theater group with my great auntie called The Parables, and he was like, "You like theater? This would be cool if you did something like this." And we were like, "What play though?" So we were going through I was thinking The Beauty and the Beast, all that type of stuff, because I wanted to do something that was for the whole family.
Oh, I love it.
And then I thought of The Wiz because
we have so many.
We have so many
dimensions. Yeah.
Yes, and I feel like
sounds.
The Wiz has a little bit of everything. It has that musical aspect. You get a little bit of a fright for half of a second there, and then it has such a good message with there's no place like home, and you can never.
Exactly.
Your home is somewhere that's in your heart.
I love it. I love it. There's so many messages in there. When you think of each character in the Wiz, from the Tin Man to the Lion to the Scarecrow, each one is dealing with something major: courage, heart, of course, brave. All of that takes, and it builds a person. When you get through the Wiz, you built a person. So there's so much to that philosophy-wise that I just bow my head to. Even as a kid, you would see the Wiz, and we always like one part of it or another, but when you think about it, it was just about the whole experience, and you learn something. As I think of it now, I would think of the heart and courage it takes to do things. Then I was thinking, well, I'm kind of slow in school too. Maybe I'm the.
Maybe I need a brain.
Right. But it's a lot going on, and I just want to say that as far as directing and getting involved in the experience, what are you actually doing in the play? Are you the director of the play? Who's interfacing with the different actors?
So I actually am directing. Yes. So
He's wearing many hats.
I am. Thank you. I love that. I'm wearing many hats. And
that's what we want. Yep.
But I couldn't have done it by myself. Mama Ai has helped me. I want to give a huge shout out to my parents because it takes a village. It really does take a village. So
a big village.
A huge village.
Right. Welcome to the world of directing.
And it also, I want to give a huge shout out to the cast because they really
worked hard.
They've worked really, really hard. And a big shout out to the people who have really been standing by my side in the show. A shout out to Bailey J, Anaya Hall, Charlie Montgomery, who's playing the Scarecrow. I forgot to say. Anaya's playing Dorothy, the amazing Dorothy. That baby can sing. She can sing.
She can sing.
And
who's playing Dorothy?
Anaya Hall.
You'll see.
Anaya Hall. Okay.
You have to come and hear that voice.
Away.
Yes.
Amazing
Great.
vocals.
Well, the reason why I'm asking is that we want to get the gist of your experience. So, we're looking to help young people like this through organizations and to support them as they step into this world of directing and producing and things like that. And it is a very special talent. And I often, if I'm producing something, I often use an analogy of a conductor. You've seen bands and groups, and you have conductor at the symphony.
Kind of like what I do. What
Yes. Yeah, but
Get over
exactly.
here, sit down, play that drum.
Exactly.
Terrell, stand up. I can't hear you.
But in his aspect, we have to realize that he's touching on the potential with himself, and had the courage. To step up to that plate, because it's not always easy working with different personalities, and learning that at such a young age is a beautiful thing. And how old are you, Jarrell?
I am 15.
15.
Yes.
15-year-old producer and director out of Detroit, Jarrell. You guys come down to the Wiz, and I'm going to tell you, if you're ever doing this, always remember, out of everything, to say where it's going to be at about 10 times. Because somebody just went up and go get a bologna sandwich, and they didn't hear it. Someone just went up to do something else, get a tea. They didn't hear it. Right. So where will this be located? Give me some times, and how do they get involved?
So it is going to be taking place at the St. Matthew St. Joseph Church. It is on Woodward. We have 2 showings. If you can't make it to the first one, you can always make it to the second one. Our first one is taking place at 1 o'clock p.m., and our second one is taking place at 7 o'clock p.m. Again, that is happening at the St. Matthew St. Joseph Church on Woodward, and our first showing is at 1 o'clock p.m. Our second is at 7 o'clock p.m.
And
Tickets.
The address. 8850 Woodward.
Okay, that's what I was saying. Who got that?
8850 Woodward.
Yes.
And
8850 Woodward, you guys. That's the St.
Matthew
St. Joseph.
St. Matthew St. Joseph. That's the one with 2 names.
Yes.
You guys write that down. So if you forget, you can just Google St. Matthew St. Joseph's Church on Woodward. 8850 Woodward. I believe that should be around closer to the expressway over there.
It's right by the Considine.
By Considine, okay. By Considine, so you guys know that area. You guys come down and enjoy this play. We're going to go a little further.
One more. Tickets are $10 for adults, and children 12 and under are $5.
$5.
Oh, good. $10 and $5. That's a donation to your setup.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah, you better always say that.
Yes, that is a huge donation to us. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because if you guys want to do more, this is a young producer, and we want to encourage them. So don't limit yourself to the $10. You go with what your heart gives you, and listen, come and support this. And I'm going to say that if you could, because you've had a little experience here, you had some headaches, you had some triumphs. You had some tears and some smiles doing this, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So how do you encourage another young person with their faith seed? This is about faith seed today. You had to have the faith to step out and believe you could do it, even before you could do it. One thing about writing, producing, directing, choreographing, making outfits like Mama I does it all.
Oh, yes.
You have to be able to picture it.
In your mind's eye.
Picture it before it happens. Yes. So you guys see this one time. Jarrell, now you've been in a seat that I've been in many times, that you have to see it all the way from here to they actually learn the lines, to they actually do the lines.
Yes.
So if you're going to encourage a young person that may want to do the same thing or have a dream like that, what would you tell them to do to keep them going through all the ups and downs?
Well, I would definitely say, it's going to sound very much like a cliche, but you should never, ever even think about giving up, because I know it's going to be super hard to think, no, I can't do it, it's not worth it, but that definitely happened to me. At one point, I was like, I don't really want to do this anymore, but this isn't only for me, this is for all the kids that want to do it and all the kids that are thinking about doing it. And another thing is, the more work you put into it, the better it's going to be. So if it feels to the point that you don't want to do it, I feel like that's the point where you know you have a couple more steps to go, and then you'll make it.
Harder. Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Mama, you've seen a lot of young people grow as they came and went in this industry with you. You know, they don't all get to stay forever. It's a platform. You've encouraged so many of them, and you've seen them be naughty and nice.
True.
Good and bad.
Amen.
And you know, what's the guiding point? What's the advice that you give them? What's your go-to to help these kids get along? Not kids, these young people, adults, growing to this self.
Treat people how you want to be treated. If you just start there, You won't say the nasty things or treat people a certain way and stuff. Just treat people how you want to be treated, and respect your elders. Respect your elders. That's really.
And that
really
opens
important.
up all types of doors to you.
And be kind and nice.
You know, you have a choice of the seeds you plant. You can plant seeds of hate, seeds of confusion, seeds of doubt. I mean, it's a choice you have. Oftentimes, a doubt seed would try to sneak in inside of a strong action seed, like you made up your mind to do something and someone didn't make it that day, and a doubt seed comes in like, can I do this around them? Can I even make this? You know, I mean, I've been in your seat before, so we've all seen that. But be careful of the seeds you plant. So when you get that little doubt seed, sometimes you got to flick it away and plant another positive seed next to it. Well, I'm still got the project going on. She didn't stop my project because she didn't show up. I'm going to work around and replace that bad seed with the good seed. And it's not necessarily that person. This is how the enemy sneaks into our life and into our projects. But keep looking up. Plant your seeds. This has been a show about seeds of faith, from the finance world with Herb Stratter to the entertainment and support of Women on the Mic with Nian Bailey and Shelly Kay, to right now young Jarrell L. Noor doing a project which I surely hope I can be there, one of the shows, and just to be there and support that. Watch your seeds, plant the right seeds, and guess what? They'll grow into something, I guarantee you. You watch United Gospel Explosion TV, and we love you. Peace. There's nothing you can do about it. We're going nowhere. We'll be in your living room next week, God willing. And give them the address one more time before we go.
8850 Woodward. That's 8850 Woodward, St. Matthew, St. Joseph Church. 1 o'clock show and 7 o'clock show. That's September 11.
We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
All right.
Watching United Gospel Explosion, United Gospel Explosion TV.
See, I'm a gangster with God and I'm spreading the word. Truth be told, that's right, truth be heard. No matter what your gift is, it's made to see. So give it up for victory. Come on,